Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much for coming. And now we just go straight into a time where we get quiet and we can just really open our hearts and send gratitude, as we know it's the highest frequency. Love and gratitude go hand in glove together. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. Then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty iron presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith, and the protection from our mighty I Am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty, beloved I Am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I Am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our 4 earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our 4 earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, the beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling that light substance from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great Ascended Hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. Thank you, everyone. And now, Donna, do you have a computer screen in front of you? Can you read the opening invocation?
Yes.
Thank you.
Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kuthumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you, beloved Saint Germain.
Well, wonderful. Thank you so much, beloved Donna. And so this week we've got beloved John has read for us, always so beautifully read, and just warnings and hints, very interesting from beloved Saint Germain from the volume 4 of the Ascended Master Instruction. And then I thought we'd just go over this again because I was looking for a shorter one, and the importance of light and sound. And I just felt, it's so good for us to have that repeated. It certainly was good for me. And then the reading, as we know, Terry's reading this marvelous book, has already read it. And dealing with impersonal energy, just very important information for all of us. I know we could never be reminded too much of that. And then we've got gems as cosmic highways, very interesting from beloved Serapis Bey and Almoira. And then beloved friendship with the gods, beloved Funway is talking about citizenship into the kingdom of heaven. And it's just lovely how he expresses it. And then beloved John will take us through our decrees, as we know, a really important part of it all. So let's listen to these wonderful words from Saint Germain.
Ascended Master Instruction, Volume 4, Saint Germain, excerpt from Discourse 26. Warning. I tell you, You cannot imagine until you get the freedom of the inner vision what a few moments of inharmonious thought will draw you into in an unexpected moment. This is another reminder. Say to your outer self, you know the law. This is the wrong thing to do. You must obey if you want me to help you. Often, it takes just a little encouragement and inner radiation to give the inner strength to rise out of a thing. The difficulty with students, as a rule, is that they do not grab a thing quickly enough. For the first and most important thing is to refuse its admittance. Individuals are so prone to look at the outer things as so important and tangible, when the inner things are far more tangible. The tangible presence of the ascended masters. There has been a very sincere desire on the part of a number of students to experience our tangible presence. But just because they do not see us is no reason they do not feel our tangible presence. We are just as tangible as you are to each other. But the students do not qualify the idea of us with that same tangibility. We are here, but it is your consciousness that has not yet opened the door. When you enter the conscious path, you must have more faith. You must have conscious knowing, conscious qualifying, for you are the one at the helm. Mastery. Get this hint. When one feels the presence, if one would instantly qualify that feeling with the idea of the tangible, visible presence, it might do wonders. No mastership is ever gained without this. There is a constant need of recognizing that each one is the person who is qualifying this energy. Mastery means continual conscious command of perfection. You must take the reins now. There is no reason in the world that you should not all have perfection in your physical bodies right now. For any human being on earth to think that God will intrude His perfection when the individual is constantly generating and using negative and destructive forces is perfectly preposterous. Destructive force is a form of positive force, while negative force but opens the door to some other destructive force than what one has generated for oneself. The destructive force is intensely dynamic. Constructive force is always dynamic and is 1,000 times more powerful, for that is its natural element and activity. This is in regard to a picture flashed to Mr. Ballard's consciousness, in which he was shown an activity that had begun at that time. The destructive activity of thought. The ascended masters have never thought it wise to give forth too much of what takes place through the destructive activity of thought. But I think you and your students are strong enough to withstand it. And I will say this much. You have all seen the golden sparks in the air. In a fit of anger, resentment, or intense condemnation, the thought clothes that atomic structure about the individual, and nature propels it forth with great force, affecting persons who might unknowingly have their doors open, charging conditions and things to an extent of which they have little conception. This force generated goes out, and while fragments of it may find lodgment, its accumulation through momentum returns and hovers within the etheric atmosphere of its creator. When the above condition is about an individual, is it any wonder that things go wrong with him? That is how some great wrong or crime committed in an environment registers there with great vividness, and is why sensitive individuals going into the place or environment often feel or see, or both, the condition left there.
So there we have it. So many hints, and I was just thinking it could have been for me today because something came and gave me like a wake-up call. But anyway, it's always so good for all of us, isn't it, to be reminded of these wonderful things. And now we've got the importance of color and sound. It's from Beloved Lady Consonance. The importance of sound and color in the recreation of Earth's original perfection. This is from Beloved Lady Consonance. She's the conductor of the Planetary Symphony, and it's an excerpt from Friendship with the Gods from the Bridge to Spiritual Freedom. I am Consonance, the conductor of the Planetary Symphony, who, with beloved harmony, had the joyous opportunity to acquaint mankind again with the conscious recreation that comes through constructive music and color. Too long has the Earth's vibratory action been so dissonant that it has not contributed to the song of the cosmos. Now the song of recreation shall rise from the grateful hearts participating in this service. All kingdoms, being so resuscitated, shall contribute to this melodious expression. Wearing the color, whose ray is predominant each day, assists the individual so doing, as like attracts like in any sphere. The color acts as a magnet for the divine being whose radiation is pouring forth during each 24-hour period. When science and religion cooperate, we will see the manifest expression of the use of constructive color and musical therapy. It is the divine edict that in all the 7 constructive channels of expression of science and religion are to become one. Powerful examples are apparent in the ultraviolet ray, the green of the medical profession, and the fashion designers in their selection of color, who have in some instances tuned into the color of the ray of the year. In the world of commerce, as well as in the medical field, color and musical therapy have already proved their efficacy, although the exploration of this field is only in infancy. The pigment of the substance of the earth varies in different locations, because the very body of the earth, Virgo's vestments, has been despoiled, temporarily thank God, by the various destructive activities in which mankind has been engaged through the ages. Those portions of the landed surface of the earth which are barren are the result of selfishness and greed. In the glorious process of restoration, these landed surfaces shall again become prolific through the loving cooperation of the nature kingdom and its mighty directors. The very men who in ages past were the cause of these destructive conditions are now in embodiment through the mercy of the karmic board, so that they may make restitution for their misdeeds and assist the nature kingdom and its directors in the restoring of a beautiful, verdant, harmonious, and God-designed focus in the place of wasteland. Soil conservation is one example. Music has color. Every musical composition sends forth a definite color of beneficent radiation when the composer has received into himself a portion of the song of the cosmos and has translated it without adulterating it by any personal defections. However, every individual who later gives a rendition of the composition enhances or deflects from its original beauty. The sensitivity of the true artist received into himself or herself the inspiration of the original composer, the purpose for which such a composition has come forth, and amplifies through the purity of his nature this blessing to life everywhere, and adds to the harmony of the cosmos. Every thought, feeling, word, and action have color and soul. In this process of recreation, it is our purpose to teach mankind to discontinue the misuse of thought, feeling, word, and action, thus dissolving the thought forms of an imperfect nature at inner levels as well as in the physical appearance world. All mankind will then be enabled to consciously use these creative faculties in building the cathedrals of worship for their own souls, and help to imbue the masses with the same desire to become harmonious expressions of God's love. So lovely. And I was just thinking it's just so good actually to play lovely music, I believe, whenever we can, because we can just see it sends out so much good light and color to the world. And now we're going to listen to this wonderful information from beloved Claire.
Dealing with impersonal energy. If you can realize that you only ever deal with impersonal energy, and if you will stop stamping personality upon it, you will save yourself much agony of feeling and indignity. You will be able to transmute and return home whatever clouds of human creation contact or pass through your consciousness. Within that energy spewed forth in hate and in all manner of reviling is the pure electron, is the very body of myself, pure electronic light, bound in shadows, seeking redemption and freedom. What matters the clothing upon it, if it be less than perfection? It is simply something which yet remains to pass through the sacred fire of purification before this earth can truly be called the Star of Freedom. While there is yet one unkind thought, feeling, spoken word, or deed, while there is yet any impure radiation at all, Freedom's star is not complete. So if you should be the recipients of some of that homecoming energy of discord, you can release and redeem that energy through the use of the violet transmuting flame or the cosmic blue lightning of cosmic purity from my own heart. Then that which is driven toward you in hate will go forth from you in freedom and as a hymn of praise to the universal God. When you do this, you become an open door for the redemption of the polluted energies of this planet. Someone must do it, and that is really what you offered to come into embodiment here to do. It is your reason for being, and it is your opportunity to gain your own mastery by rendering a great service of purification to the earth. Turning our attention for a moment to those in what has been called the compound, 3 more, who yet remained within that darkness, have now joined the group which has come forth. Theirs is a most difficult task in having to daily return into that concentration of hate after having taken a public stand to accept the will of God and the assignment of the karmic board. Yet each one of them has gone back for 1 hour of every day. They have lived up to their vows, and that in itself is quite miraculous, for I need not tell you that all of you within this room have made vows more than once that you were not able to keep because of certain frailties of the flesh. However, since they come forth from the compound and bent the knee to the presence of God, not one of them has refused to return to that compound for 1 hour out of every 24. As 2 results of that, they have 3 new recruits, and even a more magnificent activity can now take place. The law is now allowing beloved Lord Michael himself to enter the compound, not in the blazing light with which you are familiar, but through mercy, clothed from head to foot in deep indigo blue. Even his glorious golden hair is covered with a cowl, and only the radiation of his gentlest love silently permeates that atmosphere. Once in every 24 hours, that silent figure passes through the compound, none knowing who he is. However, before the year is out, you will see a change in the consciousness of those who dwell there, for no one can be exposed to the love of that being for very long without eventually becoming that love which he is. I thank you for your attention and for your love. I am grateful that the cosmic law allows us to give you even a slight glimpse of what your applications are accomplishing, and I command that as you return home and into your own sphere of influence after this meeting today, that my cosmic flame of purity shall keep accelerating the vibratory action of your thought, feeling, spoken word, and deed, your etheric bodies and your flesh, until you completely tune out of every rate of vibration which would let you accept imperfection again. Within every electron which is released from the heart of God is the power to create and sustain the kingdom of heaven for yourself, your family, your world, and the students entrusted to your loving care right here on earth. Within it is my flame of purity. Right within the brazier of your heart, you carry the most powerful concentrate of the atomic accelerator, for which you in this group have been calling for so long. You have full and free access to all that we are and all that we have. Today, through the concentration of my flame of purity, released from my presence with you here, I have washed from your inner and physical bodies literally tons of the accumulated atomic consciousness of impurity and imperfection. Please accept this as having been done for you in the name of God, and go forward, God pure and God free. Remember that the present vibration of your own atomic consciousness, even though you rail against it, is more comfortable to you in this physical appearance world than a more rapid vibration would be. A tendency to settle down back into that cocoon is ingrained in the habits of the human race and the feelings of the outer self. The tendency to lethargically accept the pattern of imperfection must be guarded against. You must hold to the power of God and to purity, which allows the concept of your own divinity to flash through your mind, to fill your feelings with happiness and ecstasy, to charge your etheric body with God's pattern of perfection, and to externalize through you a magnificent, useful, vital, living flesh.
So wonderfully read by beloved Terry in that book she's now read for us. And so just those people that don't know what the compound was, that was actually a place where the really evil ones on this planet were actually taken. They were in this kind of sleeping state. And when they refused to wake up or to sort of bend the knee, they were put, and I think even they refused to go to the karmic board after their after they moved off the earth. But now through the amazing efforts of the Philadelphia group right in the 1950s, all those ones in the compound actually were set free and really serving the light. So it was just such an extraordinary, wonderful thing. And there you can see how they actually did it in that last reading. Just amazing. And so now we have the opportunity to make our calls now for all the brothers and sisters that are still caught in the astral realms, and to assist Saint Germain in those violet flame temples that are being created for those ones that are leaving the earth. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain, while my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream to be used to render whatever service needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms, to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion to every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated, destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it. Beloved, I am, and we accept the stand here and now with full cosmic power, and we thank you. And now we've got this, it's lovely information. There's a lot more to it, but I just had to take a couple of small chunks from it about the cosmic highways. And it's the excerpt from The Law of Life and Teachings from the Divine Beings by Alice Eddy Kellogg. And so we do call every day in our daily services. We invite these mighty beings to come in, because often they used to bypass the earth, because the earth was known as the dark star, and the energy that they would send was not used correctly. So they used to bypass the earth. But now we invite them in, and a lot more are coming. Anyway, this is from beloved Serapis Bey. And he says, at times the highways between the higher universes and other stars and galaxies are open to the celestial visitors who traverse them from the great central sun itself down. When these great messengers come with their retinues, they create something like a downdraft, and along that, in their wake, come many lesser beings from distant stars and planets. Then, on their return, they create an updraft, and many life streams who ask permission to serve life elsewhere are allowed to become a part of that train. So it is that these individuals are literally sucked in to the evolutions to which these great beings belong. It is a case of timing, because these mighty messengers come, and when the business that brought them is finished, they leave immediately. And if the individual who has applied for permission to accompany them is not ready, the opportunity for that time is gone. They will have to wait until another messenger comes. It is necessary to have a tremendous alertness and consciousness of timing in dealing with spiritual matters. And I think that applies to all of us down here also, as we know. And now this is from beloved Almoira, and he says, the passing from sun to sun, from galaxy to galaxy, is most unusual, and it can be done, and it can only be done in safety by solar lords who are free of all gravity pull. It is made possible for lesser beings like angels, cherubim, and seraphim, who belong to Isis and Osiris, Apollo and Diana, Krishna and Sophia, and the various planets that belong to those systems, who are interested in helping the Earth. So those ones are the head of the suns that are above our planet. And so I did put the chart, which we'll have a quick look at after this. For the SOS has gone out from the planet Earth, and it is known on the various planets and suns. I think that's why we're receiving so much attention, as we know, from many, many stars and galaxies, which is such a blessing for this planet. So the beings interested in giving their assistance take advantage of these open highways, which are filled with beautiful beings who streamed into the atmosphere of Earth. They bring all the light, understanding, and radiation of their own suns and systems and all therein. And this is added to the assistance of the people of Earth as their gifts. So we just see there. So you can see Osiris and Isis, Apollo and Diana, Krishna and Sophia are head of the hierarchy of the suns above our sun, which is beloved Helios and Vesta. They're the head of the hierarchy, which I just thought I'd put that there, interest for you. So obviously the angels are a very high, of a high frequency there. Well, I mean, we know all the angels are, but very much so in those ones. All right, now this is just lovely. It's a short one, but it's just lovely from a kinder world.
I've never seen
It's so lovely. And most people, I think that chickens and turkeys and things don't respond to love and can be pets, but they can clearly. Well, we've seen many of the videos with them. It's just really lovely. Bless them all. And now we have this opportunity to call for the animal, insect, and reptile kingdom. So we say together, beloved, I am presence and that of all mankind. Charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. And now this is from beloved Funway, from Friendship with the Gods. And we know when Funway is around, it's just, we can get that wonderful feeling of happiness. Truly, he's just, I know, I'm sure we've all felt it. Anyway, he says, honorable ones who have applied for citizenship in the kingdom of heaven, I greet you with true affection. I shall elaborate on my greeting of application for citizenship. You have, by your dedication to the light, signified your desire to serve the light for the benefaction of the evolutions of this earth. You will be awarded the status of citizen when you enter into the Christ consciousness and are able to sustain that state of being. I come into your midst at this hour to instill your consciousness with the conviction that service in the kingdom is a condition of happiness. I personally have and still serve with the Mighty Lord Ling, God of happiness. And we know that Lord Ling was Moses in his last embodiment, or second last embodiment, and can attest to the fact that happiness pervades one's consciousness in expanded proportion when one has definitely decided that the pathway of life is light is worth all the effort he or she may have to make to be a true follower of the Christ way of living. My nature is that of the Oriental, and I have a great measure of reverence for life, which is so much a part of the true Eastern consciousness. With the acceptance of the Christ dwelling within your fellow traveler, you then have reverence for that life. Because of my name, many have thought of me as having the nature of a dilettante, and the definition of that is a person who has interest with little knowledge, who has an interest with little knowledge. I should like to set the record straight. My buoyance of radiation results from the fact that the essence of happiness is released on my every breath. It is my privilege to often be assigned to individuals and conditions where a pessimistic or brooding condition exists, and on the brighter side, where there are live streams who do embody the virtue of happiness, who can expand that quality and join with my live stream in the dispensing of its buoyant essence. And it's lovely. And I sometimes think it's really, and I do sometimes call to Lord Ling and beloved Funway to fill me with happiness if I'm feeling a little bit distressed. And it's just, they always do work. It's just such a lovely thing to remember to do. And now, before we have John taking over, this is just lovely. Blessed angels and divas. Every word is really beautiful in the song. I hope you enjoy it. truly bless the angels and the angel divas. I think they do more than we could ever imagine. And now, thank you very much, John. You take over.
Good evening, all. And thank you, beloved Anthea, again for bringing us these wonderfully inspiring messages and teachings. We thank all the beloved for these wonderful messages and services. Beloved, mighty and presence, we call to you, take command of us all and produce your mighty perfection through our decrees. Beloved ascended masters, we give you full permission on behalf of ourselves and all mankind to do whatever is necessary to fulfill the divine plan in this lower realm. And we call for you to charge your mighty power and give whatever energy may be lacking from our side into all our decrees, so they can manifest here and now all according to thy will. We call to you, beloved Archangel Michael, to send cosmic rays and mighty angels of protection, to protect all who have joined the Zoom class and for all the energy released to be purified, protected, perfected, amplified, and used only to serve the pure divine cosmic light. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. We say together, mighty and presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely and illumined the source, so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved mighty and presence, beloved Archangel Michael and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed. What we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. We just visualize our tube of light from our beloved mighty and presence, coming down from above, covering our four lower bodies with that thick wall at the edges, stronger than any steel. Just see that brilliant blue and crystal light. That light that instantly deflects anything that is not of the light. Build your wall of light. See Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, our friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. Every beloved one standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. May God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. Thank you. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, human consciousness, and for straying from the light. Beloved mighty Empress, through you we call to beloved Lady Kuan Yin to assist us and all mankind to feel your feelings of ascended master mercy, forgiveness, and compassion. We bless and thank you for your ongoing gift of light. We ask deeply and sincerely to be forgiven and to forgive any and all parts of life that we have not blessed through our thoughts and feelings, that we may have hurt or harmed right back to the very beginning. All misuse of life's pure energy for which our outer selves are responsible, and all appearance of mistakes which has found action in our worlds. And we just feel deeply in our heart that great gratitude for this benevolent gift of the law of forgiveness, this great spiritual eraser which is truly such a blessing to all mankind. Beloved mighty and presence, and that of all mankind, forgive, forgive, forgive each and every one of us. Thank you. We call to the great Central Sun and mighty and presence, each one to charge your secret power into these decrees. We call for beloved Saint Germain to anchor a cosmic concentration of violet fire in America, Europe, Africa, China, India, the Middle East, the Far East, Russia, Australia, wherever else it is needed in our beloved world here and now. We thank you. And now we'll say our violet fire decree together. Mighty and presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels, descend with your purple ones of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. decree for the beloved elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. I decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame, continually striking to all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms, and in the consciousness of all mankind, to cease to exist forever. The cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. That thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is. Beloved I am, we thank you. I decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done everywhere, here, now, and forever. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, everywhere. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done, beloved I am. We thank you. And now, before we say our final decree, by the love and power of our beloved, mighty and presence, we call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with that full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We claim, beloved mighty victory's victory now manifest in our world and experience. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere. We accept these calls, answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and trebled each instant of each hour, by the power of the cosmic 3 times 3, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. As we end now, let us focus on the beloved love star radiating within our auras, placed there by beloved Sanat Kumara as a gift to all mankind, assisting us in holding that frequency of that pure, unconditional divine love, a true cosmic blessing. We love and thank you, beloved mighty love star, and ask that you expand your mighty supreme light through our 4 lower bodies, and to saturate all whom we pass by on our earthly journeys with that unconditional divine love. To that mighty secret love star, shining from the heavens for this 2,000-year period, we bless and thank you, and all the mighty cosmic beings from the great central sun, holding this focus. Expand your supreme light through our individual love stars and around all life evolving on our sweet earth, with that light which we know can never be qualified by human thoughts or feelings. We thank you deeply for this. We thank and release all the beloved great ones invoked and all those who constantly answer our calls. Thank you, blessed Sheilas. May each and every one of you be richly and abundantly blessed by your beloved mighty and presence and your holy Christ selves. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, beloved John. I'm sorry I skipped forward on that screen, but anyway, it was just a wonderful session. Thank you so, so much. Marvelous. And I was just thinking who might like to read the closing invocation. Beloved Estelle, do you have your computer there? Would you like to read it? I'm not sure Estelle's going to read. Okay.
Before ending the session, we all say, with mics muted, Beloved I Am Presence and Beloved Master Kathumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved Presence, now I lost it.
It's okay. Beloved presence of God, I am. Pour the light.
The screen, oh, it's this.
Don't worry, I'll say it. Okay.
Yeah.
Beloved presence of God, I am. Pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you. And thank you, beloved Estelle. Maybe it wasn't so easy to read it there. Anyway, thanks everybody. Let's just have a moment of silence. Truly deep gratitude for these marvelous teachings, guiding us and directing us and helping us every step of the way. As we know, when we go into this time of great change, we needed help. And just blessings for our beautiful, wonderful world. Just be silent for a little bit. Marvelous. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll stop the recording.